Hello everybody, welcome back to that video. Today, it's like this again because I'm partnered once again with Carter, aka Mr. Penguin, again.
Yo, what's up guys? I'm so hyped to be back.
Carter doesn't have a drink this time because he's a big dumb idiot. But
I can get one, bro.
I got my Mountain Dew.
You can do like the ASMR thing, bro.
Yeah, it's the same video as before. We watch Mr. Nightmare, a scary YouTuber. Do a flashback to then. Hey! Yeah, do a flashback to then. Watching a YouTuber named Mr. Nightmare.
Shout out to you, Mr. Nightmare.
So, this is what we look like then, and this is what we look like now.
I mean, my hair grew out.
Your hair's longer. So is mine.
My hair is way longer.
What are you doing?
I'm checking the video, bro.
Wait, let's hear your, voice.
Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today we're going to be playing, or watching, sorry, as I did my intro, I'm used to that, but we're watching some
Damn!
Yes, sir.
This is weird.
My channel.
Alright, so here we are, gonna get Mr. Nightmare again. Last day of school horror stories.
Alright, yeah.
We're gonna be leaving school to go to high school.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of excited, kind of nervous, cause I don't really know what to expect from high school.
This was something that happened so long ago that a lot of details are a little blurry. It was the last day of school.
No!
I was in the 4th grade. On the last day of school, my friend Dennis and I had a playdate planned to celebrate the last day of school.
Wait, that's the exact thing that happened last time.
Actually?
Yes.
No.
Oh yeah, guys.
No.
You sick shirt.
No. I burped him like, was that good burping? Like, get out of my video.
And then you, no. Okay, whatever. Let's just keep watching.
I waited for Dennis's dad to appear from the crowd of parents shuffling in and out of the parking lot next to the doors. Then I heard my name. Tommy. I see a man waving at me as he approached.
Johnny.
He introduced himself as Dennis's uncle and said he was picking me up.
How does he know his name if he's a killer?
I went over to Miss Blue and said I'm being picked up. She asked, "Where is he, sweetie?" And I pointed to Dennis's uncle. Miss Blue dismissed me, and I went with the man.
Miss Blue.
He led us through the crowd and was a very quick and jittery talker. He spoke fast and had a bit of a stutter.
What the hell?
He was walking incredibly fast. It was almost hard to keep up with him with my backpack on. He explained to me that his brother, or Dennis's dad, was working later than expected, so he was driving me back.
It's definitely not Dennis's uncle.
We got to his car, which was a dark red hatchback.
It's the same freaking photo. Change the photo.
Where was Dennis? Why weren't we picking him up too? This was making less and less sense. If I had to guess, we were in the car for like 10 minutes, which honestly, for our town where houses were right on top of each other, that was a while. My house was a 5-minute wait.
What?
Wait.
His house looked pretty normal to me from what I remember. He led us inside and shut the door and locked it behind us. All the curtains were shut. He then looked at me and smiled. I said, "Where's Dennis?"
Wait, bro, like a smile, like
What the hell?
Like a smile didn't like welcome. Pop up a clip of that. Yeah, like a smile like I did that. That'd be kind of creepy, bro.
He said something like, "Oh, I think he's downstairs playing video games. Give me a second." He then disappeared into a nearby room, and I heard a door open and then footsteps descending into a basement.
What the? Yo, what the?
I still probably held out a little bit of hope that Dennis would be coming up those stairs.
Got it.
But I knew the chances of that were slim.
Shady.
Slim Shady.
And found a phone hung on the wall. I picked it off the receiver and dialed 911. The first thing I said when they answered was in a whisper, "Please."
What's 911's number again?
Freaking 911.
I hid the phone under a towel in the corner of the room with 911 still on the line.
Maybe he would lie about
I hurried back to where the man left me as I already heard his footsteps coming back upstairs. Then he called my name, saying, "Come down, Dennis is down here." And there was a pause. I asked in a very scared voice if I could leave, and I remember the change in his face. His fake friendly smile disappeared as he realized that I was no longer falling for this. He walked closer to me in a gentle manner until he was close enough to grab my wrist aggressively, and he started pulling me towards the basement. I screamed. I went down the stairs, and halfway down, the door slammed shut behind me, and I heard it lock. I walked fully down the stairs to this empty, unfinished basement with a concrete floor and one singular support beam in the middle of the room. There was a depressing yellow glow in the room from one exposed light bulb hanging on the ceiling. I sat down there, waiting, with my heart in my throat, and then I heard it. The doorbell ringing 3 times from upstairs, followed by banging sounds, which were definitely the sounds of police banging on the door. I would refrain from screaming until...
Did you have to do that?
I almost just threw up again.
Again. Me, Xavier, and one of our other friends we biked home from school today. Xavier had the genius idea to open his like it was a can too, so you can like just put the cap back on. So Xavier opened his Coke and he's trying to bike home while drinking it. And what Xavier does is he's like, "I can't bike like this." So he chugs his entire Coke and then he rides up to me and our other friend. He's like, I almost just threw up.
Yeah, because I did. I literally took a sip and I was like,
yeah, but I literally said, why'd you open it now? He's like, and you're like, cause I'm stupid. Like,
until I heard a really loud bang sound, and then multiple heavy footsteps and multiple screaming voices.
Gunshot.
I started screaming for help as loud as I could at the top of the stairs, banging on the door. The door was unlocked, and a police officer on the other side grabbed hold of me and hurried me outside.
Your feet up again?
There were
No, my feet aren't up. Did I bring my feet up last time?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember last time like the feet are coming up.
The man from inside was brought outside and into a cop car in handcuffs, and that was the last time I ever saw him. This man was a work associate of Dennis's father. When he somehow learned that Dennis's dad would be picking up Dennis and I from school on the last day, he seized the opportunity to do what he did. My mom went to counseling with me for months after this incident.
Really?
Let's just say my parents didn't have kind words for Miss Blue, not verifying if I actually knew the person picking me up.
Tommy gun.
I don't blame them. Like, the teachers should verify,
Obviously, that Miss Blue girl should have been more careful. Like, should have asked her,
she didn't really care. She's like, oh yeah, just go, it's fine.
Well, she should verify, but at the same time, I feel like it's like, how many times does Miss Blue's students get kidnapped?
It was a stormy, dark day. A bunch of people from our grade originally planned to hit the beach on the last day of school, but that was obviously canceled. There used to be an abandoned elementary school in town that hadn't been used for like 10 years.
Has it ever rained on the last day of school for us? Has it ever rained?
Probably not, because it's like late June.
But yeah, like some places they get like in May for school.
Yeah, my cousin
plans to tear it.
What the hell? I'll pour this Mountain Dew on your face.
No, you won't.
Damn.
Down by the year's end. So, still wanting to do something
You deserved it.
fun on the last day of school.
No, I wasn't done talking. Wait for me to finish my sentence.
Okay, what?
I forgot what I was going to say.
Our friend Eddie already had a car and his license, so he drove us all to the abandoned school. The school was in the middle of a neighborhood. The place wasn't boarded up or anything. It was just locked up. Eddie had a...
Holy voice crack!
That was not a voice crack.
That's not your normal voice.
Yeah, it is.
Smash one of the windows of the school.
I'm a smash.
I was
Wait, what?
honestly so nervous that even through the pouring rain, one of the houses over the fence would hear the smashing sound.
You guys see that?
Eddie swung the bat into the window in front of the car, and after a few good swings...
Punch me in the face. You walk through dookie water. Brought me to a crackhead house. And now, I'm gonna kill this crown. Crown? Damn it, gotta restart.
The classroom was still full of...
This is too scary for me. I'm gonna have nightmares.
Oh, you guys! Last time he had, bro.
No! That was a real voice crack.
We just went from room to room as our wet shoes all squeaked on the floors. Sneaking around wasn't possible, really. We were now concerned we'd get in trouble, so we waited in silence with our flashlights off. Suddenly, the door to the classroom clicked open, and someone pushed it as it eerily creaked to a fully open position. We didn't see anyone at the doorway, though, and the hallway was almost pitch black. We all tried our best to stay quiet. And then, slowly, something appeared through the doorway. It was the shape of a head. Before I crawled out, I looked back one more time at the head at the doorway. I crawled through as quickly as I could, fearing I'd hear the person run up behind me and grab my legs. Once I was out, I ran to catch up with my friends who were already booking it back to Eddie's car. To this day, we have no idea if that was some kind of worker or just some random person. Freshman in college, I took a chemistry class. It was really difficult for me. Next to me was a guy named Zach. He was very awkward. He gave me Reddit moderator vibes. To describe his appearance, he was like 5'8", he was a little overweight, and he had a really ugly, patchy beard.
Sure.
But he knew his stuff in chemistry.
Calling people ugly.
It's the next 6 minutes of the video is literally just gonna be like, and this guy had a dumb beard and a dumb voice and he was short and I hate him. The scary story is how much I hate him.
Yeah.
He eventually asked for my number so that he could send me homework-related stuff.
Oh, maybe it's
Obviously,
a girl.
I
Maybe
gave it
it's
to him.
like a girl.
He was helping me out a ton and didn't give off any threatening vibes. He asked me if I wanted to go on a date with him after class. I had no physical attraction to Zach in the slightest, and our personalities were complete opposites. But he did help me throughout the semester maintain an A. So I lied and told him I'm going away to Miami for the next couple of weeks and won't be around. He right away responded, "What about when you get back?" I felt like 2 weeks was long enough of a gap in seeing each other where he would probably lose interest. So I said, "Yeah, I could be around," or something like that. He responded with a really cringy, "cool," as he nodded his head in response.
Cool.
It was Thursday, and my other friends who went to the same school wanted to go out that night, so we hit town that night. And at some point, I got a text from Zach. He asked, when are you going to Miami? I told my friends all about Zach while we were drunk, how he got me an A, but now he wanted a date. My friends joked that I should just go on the date with him to be nice. I joked back sarcastically, yeah, for sure. I told myself I'd respond to it later, but I was drunk and completely forgot to.
Oh no.
The next day, I woke up to 2 follow-up texts, one with question marks, and then the next one, you're going to ignore me now that you don't need me anymore, right?
Yikes.
So I replied, hey, I'm sorry, I was
my
packing.
God.
I'm going to Miami today. He replied almost instantly, saying, okay. Obviously, there was no Miami trip, but he should have never found that out. Later that night, my girls and I went out again. And while out, I got a scary text from Zach saying, I thought you said you were going to Miami tonight.
Yikes.
What do you mean? And he replied, nothing, forget it. I just don't like liars. It wasn't until late that night, shortly after I got home, like literally taking my shoes off inside, that there were knocks at the door. It had to be like 1 a.m.
It's Zach or something.
I said, who is it? And it was Zach on the other side.
Of course.
He said, it's me. I wanted to scream. I was home alone. I yelled through the door to leave. I texted everyone I knew about the situation. My family, all my friends. I was horrified.
Yeah.
Some suggested calling the police. I said I would go to the nearest station tomorrow. But tomorrow didn't even come yet when I received a super long, disgustingly weird and creepy text from guess who?
Zach.
I picked up my phone and read it.
I guess.
This is what it said.
Bro, you can't laugh. He said, guess who?
Yikes.
I thought from the start of the semester in chemistry class that our chemistry was through the roof. No pun intended. What? I must say, I am hurt that you would make up something as elaborate as a 2-week-long Miami trip just to avoid going out with me. Even after I stuck my neck out for you all semester and risked my own academic standing.
How?
I definitely have noticed the way you looked at me sometimes in class, and I can't pretend there wasn't a hint of interest
Oh
there.
my God.
I'm not asking your hand at marriage, though I surely would be quite an ideal husband.
Bro,
if I do say so myself. I know how much I have to offer, much more than these losers all over campus.
Bro.
If you want, I can come back to your house and we could talk about it in person. I am only making this offer once. I'm just very crushed to feel like I wasted so much this semester for nothing in return. Yours truly, Zach.
This is like, oh my God, this is like Fears to Fathom 3. I guess you haven't seen those videos because you're a fake friend, huh? Hey, I made videos of this game, Fears to Fathom, Carson knows, and it's like your ex-girlfriend is like, you don't love me anymore, and breaks into your house.
I called my dad until he picked up, and I told him how scared I was. Zach never picked up any of the calls from the police who were trying to get him to come in for questioning, nor did he answer any of their text messages. Zach completely disappeared. I never heard from him again.
Story number 1.
Was
Scary. Kidnappers are scary. Teachers should be more careful. Also, don't do that.
If you're ever in a situation where you don't know the person and they're like, oh, I know your like dad or mom, like, do not go with them at all because you do.
Unless you have actual proof. And story number 2, don't go in abandoned places. And story number 3, don't lie. I mean, I feel like story number 3, there was really nothing on the protagonist.
Just don't be,
thing that they did
just
a lot
don't
wrong.
be a weirdo like Zach. Okay.